Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to your daily dose of Beech Grove student news. I'm Josh.
And I'm Mark. Today we are going to look at the options for the fan bus and the coaches versus cancer wrap-up.
But first, here's Garrett with this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Josh. This week will be looking cloudy and might drop to the 20s. It will be rainy with today starting out at a high of 34 and a low of 19. It will be cloudy, but little to no chance of rain. Tomorrow we will still be seeing sunny skies with a high of 34 and a low of 26. On Wednesday we will have a high of 47 and a low of 36, with the day being mostly cloudy with little to no rain. Thursday will be in the 30s again, with the high being 38 and the low being 13. We might have some rain showers, but nothing too much, with the percentage only being at 40. To end this week, we'll have a high of only 27 and a low of 17, but it will be sunny. That is all for this week's weather. Back to you guys.
This past weekend on January 27th was Holocaust Remembrance Day. Even though the war didn't conclude until September 2nd, 1945, January 27th was a monumental day, being the biggest liberation of a camp. Let's take a moment of silence for all those heroic people that were killed in the war and those who lost their lives from the horrific times of 1933 to 1945 under Hitler's power. And let's pledge never to let an event like that happen again. Beech Grove Show Choir had a performance last Wednesday. Here's Cage Harper with more.
A lot of practice and hard work goes into preparing for these shows so that way they can put on the best performance they possibly can. Although they are a choir, dancing is a huge part of what they do, and that takes a lot of time to master. I talked to Chase Williams and I asked him why he personally puts in so much time and effort into show choir.
I like show choir because it's a really good way to be able to sing and dance with all of my close friends, and I kind of just really like the rush of
They had a performance last Wednesday to get feedback from the crowd on what they can improve on and what they are strong at. I talked to John Pitzer after the performance Wednesday to ask him how he personally felt they performed that night.
I feel like we performed really well. There's definitely some things that we can improve on, but it was just our preview night, so it's not really for a score.
The best thing about being in show choir isn't that you get to learn how to dance or learn how to sing, but you build bonds with your friends and they become family.
For away games, BGHS is opening up a fan bus. Here's Garrett with more on the story.
On Tuesday, January 30th, a fan bus will transport students to the first girls' tournament game. It does not cost money to ride the bus. However, you will have to pay the fee of $5 at the game since you are not a student there. When you go to a game, you are representing our school, so make sure to be on your best behavior. If you are to ride the fan bus, you have to come back on the fan bus. There are no exceptions to this rule. Even if your parents are there, if a friend's there, you must come back on the bus. If you would like to be on the fan bus, you need to sign up prior to 3 on that day, and if you are interested, please email Ms. Fangman about this. Here is Ms. Fangman and a couple of students to talk a little bit more about this.
DeMarcus, where's the fan bus meeting?
Senior lounge.
JT, what time are you gonna be there?
4:45.
Hey, guys, can we just hold like 1 second late?
No.
Because we're getting...
Let's go!
And from Beech Grove High School, I am Garrett Norcross for Bgsn.
A lot happened Friday night at the boys' basketball game. Tiana and Cody got a recap of the night's events.
My house is Matt, the owner of the Southwest Road Chick-fil-A, and we thank you for supporting your school this week. Both schools showed up, and the difference in the checks this year is $29.
Let me see it. Just stole the basketball. Wilson with 14. Washington. Kenny Washington. There's a 3-on-2. It's driven away. Plays it in. Seals. Quickly. He'll fire a 3. Oh, and it's good. Jalen Thomas. We'll see his first action tonight. And he makes it!
And now we are going to throw over to my good pal, Tristan Jones, for sports.
Thank you, Mark. On Friday night, the boys basketball team played ICC conference opponent Lutheran. And Lutheran, the boys dominated the game from the onset. The end of the game was perhaps the most exciting when the student section's favorite player, Jalen Thomas, came in and scored a 3. JV players Dallas Culpepper and Josh Copenhaver came into the game as well and both scored points. The boys play next on Thursday at home against Newcastle. Wrestling sectionals took place on Saturday. Bailey Moore was champion of his sectional in the 138-pound weight class. Ethan Smiley was runner-up at 126 pounds. Isaiah Green, Eli Shockley, and Harley Taylor also advanced to the regional, which will take place at Perry Meridian High School on Saturday. That's all for sports today. Back to the desk.
That's it for BGSN. I'm Mark.
And I'm Josh. Have a fantastic Monday, Hornets.